Hey, how's it going? It's Melissa here and welcome to my channel. Today's video is inspired by the movie Avatar, and I know I'm a bit late on this trend, but better late than never because I've been seeing it everywhere and it's been overwhelming and I kind of got FOMO, so I'm gonna be doing it. And whilst we do the look, I'll be letting you know why I started doing makeup, face painting, what kind of inspired me, and yeah, let's get to it. So just for reference, we will be doing like a yellow avatar. We'll see how it goes. How did I start with makeup? So like a lot of people, my makeup journey started off during COVID with basically nothing to do. At that time, I was already in Germany on a language learning visa. And so I felt like it was a lot because it wasn't just learning a language. It was a lot, you know? And I felt like I needed some other activity, some other method just to make me not always have to think about, oh my gosh, I have to learn German or my life will be ruined and I will never be able to live in the city. So I started off with a Halloween look, believe it or not, and it was this one. I liked it. Obviously now that I've gotten a bit more practice, I can see that it wasn't perfect, but at the moment I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing. I'm gonna get calls by TV, they want me to do their makeup and whatnot, and I was so hyped. But it was my makeup. It was my first one and it was a beginning. Now mind you, as I'm doing all these makeup looks, it's not the only thing I'm focusing on. At that point, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just kind of trying anything and everything. I went from hair videos, I went to cooking videos, I went to language teaching videos. I did everything, and makeup was just kind of one of those things, you know. It wasn't really like my main focus. I was doing it, it was fun. And then during my language course and everything, this one video blew up on Instagram. Like, that's never happened and it hasn't happened again, but it just kind of gave me this extra motivation, extra push to keep going. And then I just started focusing on that and I just kept on doing it. And when I tell you that practice equals perfect, it's not just a saying. Another thing I will say is also to this day, I never really stuck to one specific like type of makeup looks. Like some people only do like realism or like fine lines. I didn't know, and honestly still don't know where or what direction I want to take this makeup whole thing, and I feel like that kind of then taught me to be more diverse with my looks. But in the beginning, I did avoid a lot of certain looks that I saw that I wanted to duplicate because I was like, there is no way I can do this, it's so complicated. And so I kind of stuck to what I thought at the time was all I could do. But now, like, I'm pushing myself, I'm trying to be more of the outside box. For example, all of these looks are completely different. They are completely different, but when I was doing them, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? This is not my thing, stop now. But as I continued, I got better, and it kind of made myself feel good knowing that I had the potential to do different things, you know? So by now, I'm still kind of always doubting if I can do like a specific makeup look, because I'm like, I don't have the creativity or the mind to think of any of these looks like on my own or on the spot. So I started to like watch the show Glow Up, the UK one and the German one, and I got so inspired by how they would be given a challenge on the spot and instantly they would come up with an idea, and whether it worked or not, they would still follow through and go ahead with it. And now I was like, wait, if these people, like some of them are the same age as me, I'm like, if they are able to think of a look on the spot, execute it, yeah, it's not perfect for them, but like it's working, you know, they're winning challenges and stuff. I'm like, why can't I do that? Why can't I also come out of my own comfort zone? And so that's kind of where the point where I can say I started to do looks, because I had so many looks and like inspiration pictures saved in my Instagram that I always was like, okay, maybe one day I'll do it, but like I'm not yet skilled enough to do it. And it was all just kind of building up in my Instagram saved. And so I created like a separate collection folder, and I was like, okay Melissa, just go from the bottom and just do the looks. If they come out, great. If not, we tried and we know what to do next time. So I started to try to kind of recreate more of the looks that I saved, and it wasn't that bad. Like, it didn't go as bad as I thought it would, and I just kept on. Now look at us, we're redoing an avatar look. So as the whole makeup thing started to grow and my confidence started to grow along with it, I started to see if I could work with any brands, and I had no idea how to even start with that. So of course it just started with just tagging all the products I was using, the companies. I tried sending emails and stuff to other makeup companies, and they would be like, yeah, no, currently we're not looking for any like cooperations or collaborations, but good luck. And I'll just be like, yeah, whatever, thank you, but it's like a template almost. Then I started to look for like other face paints besides because I had like one palette that I was using constantly, and I started to look for other face paint. That's when I found Moon Creations. So I used to tag them and they would like start to repost my stuff, and I was like, ooh, they reposted my stuff. At this point I noticed that the more obviously I practiced, the more I got better, and even if I did a look and I wasn't like really happy with it, I would just post it because I still needed to get some content out, and I would be able to use like my Instagram or TikTok feed as almost like a progression diary, if you want to call it that. And so I just kept on tagging the product I was using. I tried emailing some brands like, hey, you wanna collab? And they'll be like, yeah, we're not really looking to do that, sorry. And you know, it was fine, because at that point I probably thought my makeup was the best, and for them it was just like mid. Yeah, so I started to tag more companies, and one of them was like Moon Creations, for example, and Makeup Revolution, and they would like repost me, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, they reposted me. And what I can say is I only started to see the fruit of my labor, if you want to call it that, just the past year, so like last year, because a lot happened for me last year and also starting this year in regards to makeup wise, was just kind of increased my confidence to be like, okay, everything I've been doing the past 2-3 years has not been for nothing, and I'm finally getting out something from all of this, you know. Another thing I can say for sure is I learned the importance of not always jumping onto the first like opportunity or chance you get, because I used to and still get like those Instagram messages where they say like, hi doll, we just came across your profile and we absolutely love it, would love to work with you, we'll send you this, I don't know, some bracelets valued at blah blah blah, if you in return, you know, you can make a profit with this promo code. And at that point I was like, no one would go through the trouble of sending me a message if it wasn't legit, you know. And I would be like, yeah, sure, send, you know, thinking that, okay, this would be another chance for me to like grow my brand or whatever and make money. No, none of that. All I have was just like cheap jewelry that was just sitting in my cupboard. So that just to show that like not necessarily everything that comes along your way you have to take it. And I feel like it wasn't just because jewelry was not in my niche, but also stuff like eyelashes, companies for eyelashes. Like some companies, I'll mention names, they can send you like eyelashes and stuff, and you do like the look with them, and they'll keep asking for more and more and more content, which I think is very important to also then kind of set out your own standards so that people don't expect you to go above and beyond when you're not even getting paid. And that's the other thing, but that's a whole different video. And one thing I do feel like needs to be made clear is I have no idea where I want to take this makeup thing. It might just remain a hobby. I might one day decide I want to go professional and do like special effects for movies. Maybe I want to do kids parties. I'm not 100% sure, and I feel like a big part of that is because I don't really know much about the industry to know what even are my options to begin with. But for now, it's just something I enjoy doing, and if that takes me somewhere, then great, I'm doing it. But if it just means I'm gonna be just that person that just does face painting in their spare time, then so be it. But yeah, that's my story, and I think I'm gonna go finish this look. But yeah, if you have any questions. And this is the final look, and I'm actually really happy and shocked with how it came out. I feel like you really see how just accessorizing and just small details can be literally the difference for a look. I really love it. In this video, I hope you didn't just get to see me or watch me doing makeup, but you got to learn a little bit more about who I am, how I started to do this makeup, and just kind of, yeah, who Melissa really is. Kind of, you know, a bit. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like any avatars in different colors, if you would like any other characters, let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!